Hello everyone, welcome again to the next session on Django tutorial, and you're learning Django with DivK Learner. Before we start, I just wanted to bring to your notice that today we are going to talk about the master pages. But before I take you to the master pages, I want to show you that these are the references from which I'm using, and I'm following the reference from the W3 school. So uh, the demo that I'm working on comes from this particular channel, uh, comes from this particular site. And from this site, what I do is I take the table of content and try to create my own examples, working examples from them. Um, Coming back to the topic, so today we are talking about the master pages. So in the master pages, what we have to do, if we have to implement a master page, we have to first create an HTML file with the desired name. We can give it any name. Mostly people you give the master name, and but what I'm doing is I'm just creating my master page, and then I add the content and the blocks in the child um, to represent the data. So the data that I write down in the master page would be the same, which would go through all of them uh, if it is outside the blocks, and then we can specify the particular block where we can add the values from the child pages as well. So once you've created the master page, then you have to update the child pages. So in the child pages, you will not have the HTML head title part there, nor the body part, because both of them would be in the master page. The pages that we'll be creating as the child pages would have the HTML tag, but it will not have uh, the the main HTML tag that's only lying in the master page, the head, the title. So anything um, in that section will not be there, not even the body. Body would also be there in the master page, not in the child pages. So I'll be showing you that in the demo. And then we'll be running the server and then doing the testing. So with that, let me just show you an example here. So what I've done is I've created a page with the name of my master.html. I've done something wrong because the name of the views should have all small letters, but in this case I've given it a bigger one. So I'll continue with the same thing. It doesn't stop you from working on it. It never gives you any error, but it is recommended that you use the views with the small name, or it appears as a good practice there. So in this, you see I have an HTML doc type HTML. Then I'm talking about HTML head title, and in the title I'm writing down a block with the name of the title, and this is where I'm opening up a window where I can fit in the value coming from the child page in this particular page. Similarly, I'm writing down in the body, I'm writing down h1, which would be the heading of all the pages, and then I'm writing down the block content. So you can create as many blocks as you want, and then you will have to decide that how you want to represent it. Then what I've done from my previous example of my all employees, I've made the changes. So you see I don't have any head body part there. I'm just working on the tags. So the first thing is I say that it extends the mymaster.html. So the name of the file that you've given, it would be extending that. And then I'm writing down the percentage block title. And this is the title that I'm giving it to that particular page. So what is the title? Title is which appears here. You see, it's DivK learner employees. So that is what you write down in the title, and it appears on top of it. So let's just go back to the pie chart. And then you see I've written down another block of content. So if I take you to the master page, this is the title. So in the title, you will see this section will come in where I've written down DivK learner. And in the content part, so this would be there. So I'm just writing down the style to give borders to the table. Then I'm writing down the table with the three table headings with the name of file, first name, last name, and details. And similarly, I'm having two of them further giving the values of the table data, which is again in each row you see there are three table datas there. So I've written down three of them, and there is a for loop which is running, so it will keep on circulating and giving you the values, and the end it will have the end block for the content. So this is where I've done the work on this page, and I've also have a link which is taking me to the details page with the ID. Similarly, for the employees detail page, I've made the changes, and this is what I'm going to write down in the title, where it says details about X1 first name, and that's what I'm going to do. And again, it is extending the master page, block title, block content. In the block content, I'm writing down the values and then a link, hyperlink to take it back to the my demo page. So again, I've already executed it, but I'll stop it by pressing Control C. Then I will run this command so that my server is ready to run. But before I do that, let me just close this browser by copying this URL, and I will close this. And because it stopped, right? So if I go here and try to run this, it will not give me any value. It will give me an error because that site is not available at the moment. So there is nothing hosted on 127.0.0.1 and the port number 8000. But now when I run this command, my server is ready and it is hosting a site in 127. It's saying here the development server started at 127.0.0.1 So here, once I come here and I refresh it, it takes me to the demo page. So the demo page is my all employees page. So the header is DivKLearner, or the title is DivKLearner. So DivKLearner employees. So you see DivKLearner employees here, and whatever we have specified in the th and tds, it's coming here, and then the hyperlink is coming in all of them. So when I click on this, it is taking, if you see here, it will be showing you the value. When you click on this, it shows you a 1, 2 and 3. So 1, 2, 3 and 5. So that is the ID that we are passing. So if I click on the third item, it will take 3 there and it will show you the value of 3. And here you see it says details about Sita Kumari, but I see one error there. What is happening is Sita Kumari is struck together. So let me just go back to the page where we are talking about the employees detail, and here let me give a space and copy the same entire thing and place it in the content as well. So I will see the same thing in both the places, and then I will just save it and come back to my page and refresh it. So you see that it is giving you this option there. It is giving you detail about Sita Kumari, but I don't like the way that it is showing about Sita Kumari. It is not bold. So what I'm going to do is I'll come back here and make it, if I put it in B, it will be making it bold. But let's just try to give it a heading H3 and close here H3 as well. And then save it and come here and refresh it. So you see that it has changed to heading 3 now. So that part here is common for all the pages. Even if you go back to the employees, this part is coming from the master page where we have written this down. So where have we written it down in the master page? If I take you to the master page, this is the H1 that I've written there. And then everything else in the page is coming from the employees page, all employees page. So once again, with that, I think we have come to the end of the session today as well. And so we talked about the master page. With that, I thank you. Thank you for listening and learning with me. I hope we have moved a bit forward in our learning. To contact me, write in YouTube comments or email to divklearner@gmail.com. So once again, good day. Bye-bye.